Yes.
Yeah.
He's been wandering the mists.
Emily here.
Rudolph explains that he uses an enchantment that he developed, a charm against against intelligent zombies, which is a rare enough thing. Their minds are mush, but it's mush that can be shaped and formed if you know how to do it. He tells you that whenever he comes onto the train, he sets himself up back here, controls the engineering crew, gets himself a comfortable little bolt hole.
Do you have any mechanical I'm thinking of the word here. Like maintenance books, things on like how for the mechanical crew to maintain the train?
Not with him. He has all sorts of... Well, he wouldn't reveal anything more than that. But no, he doesn't have any books with him.
Do you know where I could get some of those?
He's not certain any such things exist.
Would you mind if I looked at your maps?
Again, he says he does not know you.
Well,
he would be reluctant to share his work.
So, may I ask why you're reluctant to share your work? Like, why us? Like, is there like, what's the reason why you're reluctant to share, other than the fact that you don't know us?
He leans back in his chair. You're all very young.
Thank you. I try.
I believe too young to have tasted real betrayal.
Oh, I don't know about that.
He tells you that there are evil things in the Dark Lands, but none more evil than men.
Victor will
That seems right. That absolutely seems right. Is it possible for us to get off this train at some point and reemerge in Darkon? And for our companions to get back to Doam?
He tells you usually yes, but something is keeping the train from stopping at this moment. The train usually starts and stops somewhat inconsistently, but he's managed to map out its various movements through the Dark Lands. However, he thinks that something must have happened, a great event of many hundreds or even thousands of deaths, something that reminded the train of what he calls its original purpose. That is preventing it from slowing or stopping now.
Something like Major City getting destroyed?
And as he's describing this, you see Periwinkle straighten her back and stand stock still, trying not to react to his words.
I think the train called itself the Sire or something or other. Do you know anything about that?
Van Richten shakes his head. Says, I know that the train's name is the Sire 1313, but I don't know what that means. Language has no boundary in this place, so I'm not even sure what it could be translated to or from.
But what if we go investigate this
The train
problem?
seemed very intent on going wherever it was going. It did not like me when I accidentally... It did not like it when I accidentally established contact.
What if we were to go investigate, see if we could find out why the train is behaving differently? Would you be willing to share some information then?
Renee, who's looking at Periwinkle, says, I think we already know why.
Well, speak up then. What do you know?
Renee explains that recently an empire that was at war, or still is at war with Doam, which is one of the reasons they very desperately need to get back home, was laying siege to Doam's capital and poisoned their water supply, killing every man, woman, and child inside the walls. Periwinkle was the only survivor of this tragedy.
That's horrific.
That is horrific, but that doesn't mean that you're the cause. I mean, our entire city was destroyed by meteors.
Right, but there wasn't a. That was a while ago.
Was it? Time seems to be different here.
That's been like months. It's been like 6 to 8 months since we got in Darkon.
Van Richten suggests that perhaps the train felt such a great loss of life and reached out towards it, and is now empowered by it. It's as good a
Yeah, I
theory
told you,
as
it's a
any.
ghost train.
Right.
So, is there an engine room that we could stop it from?
Van Richten nods. He tells you that the engine room would be inaccessible to living visitors, except through controls here in the caboose. He can
Is there
alter some settings from his side to make the engine room accessible, but he's not sure how long of a journey it would be.
Is there any way? Do you have any papers you can give us so we could pass through some of the more militarily inclined cars without having to climb up and over? What?
You're not
That's a
taking
good
a gun.
He can provide forgeries, yeah.
Okay, cool, great. It's not about the gun. It's about not having to climb on the roof.
Van Richten definitely suggests not climbing on the roof.
So,
What about the cats? Do you have anything for that? Maybe some catnip or something?
He says that he hates those goddamn cats.
Yeah.
Yes. And Ekon will look at a big rent in the side of his armor. Yes.
But before I help you, whereabouts in Darkon do you hail from?
It's hard to say. The maps of Darkon don't seem to make a lot of sense, but we've established a new territory called the New Warren.
it's
Can you describe it to me?
Victor will describe the location in cartography terms and navigational terms.
Like, how do you describe it, though?
Victor asks, does he have a map of Darkon with him?
No.
Victor will draw a picture.
We might have a map with us. I think we have an Atlas of Darkon.
I mean, Victor's been making maps. I don't know if he has it with him right now or not, though.
If it's not on your character sheet, no, it's back home.
Yeah, they'd be back in the
Well,
thing. But he'll draw a picture and say, we're here.
have you ever heard of the Squelcher Lord?
Yeah, so Victor will draw
He
a
nods.
picture and say, here's Aslan, here's us, here's the Squelcher Lord who's no longer there, here are the werewolves that are no longer there.
So at the mention of the werewolves, he tells you, or to himself more than anything, you've settled the valley of the Keltostravi.
Yes. Yes, and that's the Duchess right there. And I'll point to Evie.
Looks at Evie. You've made some very powerful enemies.
9 tribes there were. 1 is destroyed. 7 have fled. 1 pays me homage.
Yeah,
What
they
is your
said
goal?
Lugaru-
What are you attempting to accomplish in this place?
Right now, we're just trying to survive and find a way back to our home. But to do that, we need a place of safety. We need resources.
Have you
Aslan
met
is-
The
Aslan
one who
King
calls
is-
himself the oldest, the first.
That was the guy in the tree? Yeah, we met him.
He's a jerk.
And you still live.
He tried to kill us. It didn't work.
He chuckles to himself. Very well. And he spends the next few minutes just listening to you guys recount some of your adventures, whatever you're willing to share with him.
Yep.
Yeah,
You saw-
we'll tell him about the tree. We can tell him about the werewolves. We defeated the Loup-Garou.
The giant god that tried to wake up that we didn't let because then he was a dumbass.
Well,
Actually,
that was
that
a
might
long
be a-
time ago.
You actually, I'm going to kind of. You actually sound like a historian of sorts.
He agrees, of sorts.
Have you heard anything about mirrors? Like magic mirrors?
He says there's a great many magic mirrors. If things were not so pressing here, it may behoove you to invite him around to New Warren. He could talk on this and
We're
many other
always
things
open.
with you.
Provided we get out of this alive, our doors are open.
If you help us cut off this train, we'd be more than happy to show you our new territory and talk with you about everything we've seen. I'm sure we could learn a lot from each other.
Very well. He tells you that usually in the train's normal state, you would simply wait for it to stop at a place where you want to disembark and then leap from it. However, in its current state, he doesn't think that's possible. If you try to leap from it now, he's not sure what would happen, but he's sure it wouldn't be good. You've seen the thing that chases the train, the unspeakable and unimaginable horror that spawned it.
The end of civilization?
That was his reckoning as well, yes.
So the train is running from something.
Well, Renee over there said this train is going to the other side, so maybe running to something.
To or away, I'd just rather get off the thing at this point.
How long do you
Agreed.
think we have?
He tells you that if you don't stop the train, that you'll probably be trapped here forever.
So
Does,
that's
see
still a
another
lot
way
of
out.
time.
does it ever get to the other side?
It hasn't the whole time that he's been on it.
I don't
but
think
there-
this is a death train. I think this
there's-
is just a standard ghost train.
Okay, so this
Perfectly.
is... We're not on, like, a time crunch. Would it be safe for us to rest here? Some of our companions have taken a bit of a beating from cats.
Yeah, he can make the compartments are safe enough. A little cramped maybe, but he can have food and drink brought back.
Okay, I think maybe that's our next move.
Long rest.
Well, I mean, so would you agree then to help us get to the front of the train and stop it?
Yeah, he said he'd give us some.
That's what he said.
Okay, I wasn't clear on that. Yeah, no, then I'll absolutely. Ekon will absolutely bunk down. See if Eugenia has another bottle of that wine. I guess he can bring some though.
Jeannie has already closed the door.
Okay. He describes the engine cabin in some detail.
Oh, well, in that case, Jeannie opens the door.
Yeah, this can be happening during a long rest. Everybody can go and take the benefits of the long rest if you like.
Yay.
Let me find the correct... That's not it.
Does anyone need healing before they start spending hit dice or anything?
Actually, no, I haven't actually taken
I can
direct
give
hit
you.
point damage at all since the
I-
last time we took a rest.
I can give somebody 2 hit points before you start spinning dice.
He tells you that there are 2 parts to slowing down the train properly that have to be done in tandem. It's not just as simple as going up to the engineering car and dousing the flames or throwing a switch. He tells you that some of your number will have to stay in the engineering car and do what must need to be done to quelch the fire there, so that the train slows enough for a second party to dive in front of it onto the track and attack the train directly.
All right.
Renee, I think it's safe to say you're going to come on the tracks with us.
Well, okay. Who would be effective at putting out fire and who would be effective at doing damage?
He says it's not that simple.
Okay.
Think of the fire as a metaphor for the stove that powers the engine that keeps the train moving. But the fire could be any number of things. You won't know until you get there and examine it for yourself.
Sorry, can we just not brush past the part where we have to get in front of this moving vehicle?
Well, ideally, I'm assuming it'll be going slow.
I'm sure there's a platform we can stand on.
This is,
He can't
This
even
doesn't
stand on the
count.
tracks and run backwards.
I guess I'm on like engineering. I'm on engineering duty for this. I'm assuming.
I mean, I've almost just damaged the train multiple times just fighting inside of it. I think I should be on the team that's fighting the train.
I agree.
I could also do
Yeah.
a lot. I could also probably do a lot of damage to the train.
I'll be
We'll
honest.
have to like decide like exactly who's in what team. But I think I'm probably going to be inside the engine car. Anyway. After the long rest, I'm just ready to go.
Okay.
I need to. So
Oh.
I need to cast a lesser restoration on Victor.
Oh, as part of the at the end of the long rest, while everybody else is getting ready, I am going to take some time and do the. Don't forget to. Before the long rest, I'm going to identify the earring
Okay.
and the magic canvas. I'm going to cast identify on both.
And the potion?
And the potion. So that's 30 minutes.
The potion.
Or actually, you know what? I'm just going to use my 3 level 1 spell slots. Boom.
Yeah.
The potion.
Yeah.
Is a standard healing potion. With blue dye in it.
Okay.
If we
Good job,
find
guys.
him, I'm stealing the rest.
All right, this one's on me. I'll admit.
I bet
am
the other
pretty-
the other one was a standard healing potion with purple dye in it.
Bot looks very self-satisfied at this situation.
Evie looks a little annoyed.
You better pray we don't find him.
The canvas
Yes.
resists being identified. However, you learn that the demon imprisoned inside of it is named Chatternook.
Oh, we killed the demon.
Did you?
Hmm.
The earring is a magical item that requires attunement. It has 3 charges. It regains 1d4 minus 1 charge at the end of a long rest.
Okay.
When casting a spell that deals damage, you can change one of the dice rolled to its maximum number for 1
Alright.
charge of the earring.
It's Ekon, why don't you get that?
I mean, I feel like it's better for you because I roll a lot more dice. So effectively, you tend to roll a small number of dice with a big bonus.
Okay. I'll take the earring then.
This would apply to
Sure.
any spell that deals damage, whether it's a to-hit roll or a save.
Right. Oh, okay.
And you said that the glove that I have now, which I am going to attune to, I can spend a charge to maximize 1 die of my hit.
1 weapon die on a melee weapon attack.
And
Okay.
the sniper eye just changes it to a hit
You can expend
I
a
actually have
charge
it
to
written
change
down.
it to hit roll to a 10.
to a 10. All right, who wants the sniper eye?
I mean, Victor would like it.
I think Evie makes the most sense because, like she said, she can give that effect to everyone else, but she can't give it to herself.
I mean, if Victor wants it, I'm not going to fight him for it.
Whoever has it has to wear a stupid monocle all the time.
That's Victor.
That is definitely big on his soul, is wearing a stupid monocle.
There is attuned magic.
So
items
Victor's
in
taking
this
the
thing.
sniper eye. Edmont took the hyper wrist, and who took the earring?
Jeannie.
Okay.
What did the sniper do? It automatically makes it a 10?
You can expend a charge to make any to hit roll a 10. Any of your to hit rolls a 10.
And it's 1 charge per long rest?
It gets back 1d4 minus 1 charges on a long rest.
So you know where I could? I'll ask Van Richten. You know where I could find a matching earring to this? I feel like they stack.
Keep an eye out for one.
Van Richten does not understand the reference. All right, is everybody taking the benefits of the long rests?
Yes.
Yes.
Still picking
Yeah.
spells, but yeah.
Okay.
My computer is hating me, so I'm trying to.
Let's see what spells I have. I am going to drop Disguise Self. Pick up Sanctuary.
Okay, so when we split up the groups, obviously Renee needs to fight the train. I can apply elemental salts to do radiant damage, so I can do a lot of damage to the train. Because, just throwing this out here, I feel like this train is very weak to radiant damage.
Let's see. Victor has the sniper eye. Edmont has the hyper wrist. Genie has the. What about our other relic slot?
What do you mean? You have 3 attunement slots.
Too bad there's no Hermes sandals.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I want a Gingy Glove. Actually, I want an offering.
So there's a demon in this canvas.
Why,
Cool.
why are you holding it again?
It's just rolled up.
You never know when a demon in a canvas will come in handy.
You know what? Nope. And I'm just gonna like open the just gonna open this door right here, and just kind of just toss the canvas off the side of the train over here.
And it flaps in the wind for a moment, and you see it no more.
Yep. Okay. Problem solved.
Edmont looks a little forlorn at that as he watches her throw away the only piece of artwork that he's actually might be able to actually study.
We could have traded that to another warlock.
You like, and I'll look at Edmont. Like Genie will look at Edmont strangely. You were against taking it.
Victor,
Indeed, but I would have like. But since you took it, I might as well have taken an opportunity to study it.
Oh well, I'm
Victor-
sorry. I didn't realize you were interested. I'll the next like demon painting, and she says this with 100% sincerity. The next demon painting we find, I will let you look at it before we destroy it. Okay?
Edmund, you make your own demon paintings.
That's a fair point.
All right, so I have to cast a lesser restoration on Victor.
Question about that. Does Victor hear the voice that night?
No.
Does he feel like he's sick the next morning before he gets the spell cast?
Yes.
And then I am also going to cast an aid. That aid is going to target Victor, Edmont, and Evie. So you all have 5 extra max HP, and then I spend an hour on a short rest to get my slots back.
What was that, Evie?
Victor, you trade a painting like that to someone who you are going to make enemies with.
Any warlock would be glad to have it. Didn't we learn that from what's-her-face?
All I know is that we don't have the painting to trade, so it's a moot point.
Thanks, Genie.
You're welcome.
You saved us.
Listen, all I know is that's the second object that I have found that has a demon in it.
Yeah, somebody's obviously collecting them.
I'm not sure the first one wasn't like a genie or something.
Genies don't exist. I'm a genie. Anyway.
Locked.
All right, so we have to get to the front of the thing, and then get in front of the thing and destroy it, or slow it down.
I'll ask Van Richten for the papers, please.
Yeah, he gives you some forged papers.
Awesome. Thanks.
We use it to
Is there
military
any way we
checkpoints
can
on the
call
train.
back? Is there any way we can call back? Is this the train? Is this the card they check when they call, whatever?
Oh yeah, and he shows you the call box.
Okay, so like if we get if you get contacted on the call box, please wave us through, and we'll
nods.
see you in a bit.
We're gonna go take out a... I
Edmonds.
guess we'll see you later.
Edmont, and I'm going to say Ekon. After your long rest, go ahead and make an insight check.
Ooh, that's 8.
16.
16. Edmont, there's something that you mislike about the way you're leaving things with Van Richten. He's provided you with a bunch of information, but he's not going with you, and he doesn't seem like he has much stake in whether or not you succeed. You think if you were in his chair, you'd be doing everything in your power, and you're not sure that that's what he's done.
I'll bring that up to the others, but I'll say, I damned if I know what it is that he could be holding back.
Okay. So you all have many harrowing adventures going towards the front of the train that we're just going to skip over because we're at 6 o'clock. And we want to get to the final confrontation.
Does that mean I can't pick the merchant's pocket?
You can't pick his pocket, but I'll give you the opportunity one last time to buy what you want from him. We can say that you've encountered him again on a different car going forward. With all of the same stuff for sale, including another blue and purple potion.
The
We
only
don't
thing I
have any
want-
money.
The blue
would
potion
wanna
restores
see on,
mana
like-
and health.
No, that's the purple potion.
Oh, right, sorry.
Listen, if that potion restored spell slots, you know how awesome that would be?
Yeah, that would actually be pretty good.
All right, bear with me 1 second. Oh, here, let
Not
me
the-
line up your NPCs so they can come with you.
Treble, don't you fucking dare.
Why is Treble getting yelled at? I want to yell at Treble.
Every time
He
you say
knows
bear
why.
with... Because of the bear with you.
After many harrowing adventures,
It would take at least 2 more sessions.
the three of you climb over to the top of what is a large coal car. One of these large cargo cars. There's no door in the front, but it's open around the side. And there's a very, very narrow walkway around the side. What I mean by that is that these squares are walkable, but they're difficult terrain as they come around the side of the carriage and enter here.
All right.
That's good.
Climbing
Genie
over
is-
the coal car, this section has a roof and is incredibly hot.
The first thing Genie is going to do is she's going to summon her protector turret,
Okay.
and it's going to be like, all right, who's staying, who's going?
I'll go.
Evie's going.
I'm going.
Renee's going.
Oh.
Go.
Somebody.
The fiance will stay with Genie.
All right, seems fair.
Genie, as you enter into this room, so you've climbed down to the base of the coal cart here and have entered. So this room has a roof on it. And you see the fires burning in the engine and the plume of smoke that it's belching out. And as you do, a ghostly apparition appears before you. A skeleton wearing wispy robes. And it says, "Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, no escape for you." But it does not move toward you or make any other hostile motion. So I'm just going to mechanically describe this encounter, how it's going to have to happen. Some number of you will remain here, doing whatever needs to be done in this area. Some number of you will be out in front of the train as it careens towards you. On initiative count 20, the train moves forward 80 feet. And anybody that it collides with is going to take a stupid number of bludgeoning damage. Actions taken inside this room will reduce the amount of space the train covers on its initiative count. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Yeah, where do we start?
I'll let you start in any configuration you want.
Well, in terms of distance from the
60
train.
feet back.
Yeah, you can dash, so 60 feet ahead would be appropriate. I think Renee can get a little further, and maybe Edmont could as well.
Evie
Yeah.
can move 90 if she really needs to.
So the people inside the train here are going to be can't do damage to the boss, but are going to be reducing the amount of space the boss traverses. The people on the outside here are going to have to keep moving forward so the train does not run them over. So the goal is going to be reducing the train's movement by at least 50 each turn, because that leaves the people in the front enough space where they can run 30 feet forward but still have an action left to attack. Does that all make sense?
Can we? Yeah. Can we switch off? Does that make so? Like,
It's not going to be easy.
okay. So
So,
what I'm
this
saying is,
this space here, the stacks, corresponds to this space up here, if that helps.
okay.
Whether
So
or not
what
that's
I
going to
mean-
be useful, I'm not sure.
I think the only one of us who could realistically switch off would be Edmont. But I mean, like, what I mean by is like he's in here. If he starts in here, can he then switch over to this part of the fight?
When Ekon runs out of spell slots, can he switch with Genie?
I mean, we'll play it out. Whatever actions or movement you think you can do to get it to work.
All right.
But no, there's no
Did we
built-in
get a
mechanism.
pulse from the turret before this started?
Yeah, sure. I'll do a pulse. I mean, I would have done that before we walked in the room.
So inside the train cart, we have Orson, Genie, Presque-Touillance, Silhouette, Periwinkle up in the front, and Edmont in the back. So Edmont, if theoretically you did want to transition to the outside,
You know what? I'm gonna be out here. I think.
Okay.
we're going to split it up 5 and 5.
Yeah.
Yep.
So on the outside, we have Renee, Ekon, Victor, Edmont, and Evie, all running for their lives.
What's the distance on suplex?
He has to be adjacent. Hold on.
Well, she might not get initiative above 20. In fact, she almost certainly won't.
All right. So
Yeah, if the train can be hit with melee attacks if you're standing here, but the goal is, like, say Ekon wanted to hit it with its hammer or whatever, he could make that attack and then move 30 feet forward and hope that the people inside the train have bought him more than 50 feet so he doesn't get run over. That's the goal. Are we ready for the Janksgiving Day parade here?
I guess my only question is if, like, right now we all get hit if nobody rolls above a 20 on initiative, should we further out to start?
Yeah.
So
it moves 80 feet each initiative?
I'll tell you what, why don't you just start up here with the
Okay.
train moving and then see how they do on their first round and be ready to jump off when you think it's safe.
Yeah.
Can we not hit the train from up here?
Nope. That's just ridiculous. Why would you even ask that question? That doesn't make any sense.
all right. So do we have any idea of what we have to do in the car to slow the train down?
No, but it
Or
will
is that
become
a-
apparent pretty quickly.
Wait. So you're telling me I can't just like hang on to the front grill and damage the train? I actually have to be running in front of it.
Yep.
I would definitely not hang on to the train if I could avoid it.
Okay, before we begin, I have an important question to ask. You just said that the elemental salts that I have work exactly like Platin's salts. His lasts for a minute. I'm assuming mine only lasts for one attack.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, because like the salts that he gave you previously.
Okay, but
And
if
Brennan.
I put one on my weapon, how long would it last?
For one attack.
Okay, so it would stay on there until I hit something?
Until you hit something.
Okay, then I'm going to start this battle with one already on my weapon.
Okay. Go ahead and roll initiative and put yourself where you belong. I need red. I need white. I need purple. Rolled low.
At least I know what music to have playing during this battle.
I need green on initiative count 10. We're out of stock colors. There aren't enough. Pink is not in use right now. I have to roll for pink. 16. All right. Do we have enough things on here?
Not quite. Let's put Edmont where he actually belongs here.
You wanna go before me, Genie?
I mean, that's up to you.
Oh my god, I can't get rid of this silhouette. Please.
Stop moving.
I can't.
Can't stop moving. Can't stop. Won't stop. No
Yes,
escape
I
for you.
Where does Silhouette go?
18.
All right. Destil, you have your work cut out for you.
Edmont goes on 8.
So
Okay,
we've
there
got
we go.
Genie with Victor on.
All right.
So,
Genie is
Genie,
looking
what
around
you know
the
right
room.
now is you've got the big pile of coal behind you. You've got this ghostly apparition in front of you, and behind the apparition you have the furnace.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, you know what I should have asked for? It's too late now, but I should have asked for that decanter of endless water.
Yeah, that'd be real useful right now. That's perfect.
Too late.
You could yell up, and Victor could, I guess, give it to you on his turn.
We have familiars, or at least I do. I resummon mine during the long rest.
All right, if somebody wants to bring me the decanter of endless water on their turn, that'd be great. So Genie is going to step forward. And is there a door on this?
No, just the burning furnace behind. I mean, on a real train, this is where you'd have the guy shoveling coal from one end and hucking it over his shoulder.
Shove the guy in the fire.
He's not corporeal.
Okay, well, actually, I'm going to open up with a shatter centered in the center of this furnace.
Okay.
So, shatter. Level 2 spell slot.
And that makes like a loud noise and like break stuff, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. It's loud noises and breaking things are what Genie does. That is a 10-foot radius sphere centered on a point that must make a Constitution saving throw. A creature takes 3d8 thunder damage on a failed save, half as much on a pass. Creatures made of inorganic material, such as stone, crystal, or metal, have disadvantage on this saving throw.
Okay. You cast the shatter spell, and for a moment, the sound of your spell overtakes the sound of the speeding train. But
Guess
all
it
you've
didn't
managed
do
to do is make the ghostly apparition throw his head back and cackle. Moving or staying put?
Staying put.
All right, who's next?
Victor with train on deck. Red token.
So how many feet of movement is it to get to where Genie is?
On the inside?
I guess from where Victor is on the outside right now.
So Victor's about like right here.
Yeah, so we're looking at like 30
No,
feet.
he's here.
30 feet would get him there. He'd need another 20 to get here, and then he can jump down into the coal car.
Okay.
If you decide you don't want to be out in front of the train?
No, he wants to give the decanter of endless water to Genie.
Okay.
So yeah, so on his turn, he'll look at Ekon and say, "I'll be back. Slow this thing down." And he's gonna go give the decanter to Genie.
Do you have that much movement?
With dash.
Okay.
So movement, bonus action, the dash. Are you gonna make me use an action to actually give her the decanter?
No, because you can just pull it out of your pack and drop it.
Okay, so he'll give the decanter to Genie, and then he will move 30 feet back towards.
Well, it took you 30 to get here, then 20
Yeah.
to get here, so that's 50.
So you have 40 more. To put you about like right here.
Okay.
Okay, who's next?
Next we have the train. Red token.
Which is speeding up. Then who?
Orange token Renee.
Okay.
I don't think it's safe for Renee to jump down yet. She looks like she's really getting ready to do something, but the train's moving too fast. She's got to wait for it to slow down first.
Did anything happen in the cabin when the train sped up?
No.
Oh, well,
It managed to move forward its full 80 feet.
it's going to
We've
be
got,
apparent.
So Renee's not doing anything?
I mean, I don't know what she can do right now.
Okay, who's next?
If she
Dodge.
jumped down and attacked the... I guess dodge, but if she jumps down and attacks the train, she's going to die.
Okay,
Silhouette followed by Periwinkle on deck.
all right. Silhouette.
Silhouette. Oh, go ahead. Treble, what were you about to say?
I was, for some reason, thinking I was going to control them, but I'm not. You're right.
Treble's going to go ahead and play everybody's character. He knows how to do this encounter.
Right. No, I don't. That's the problem.
Silhouette is going to. Yeah, let's go throw some shurikens at this conductor, I guess. Question
Very
mark?
well.
15 to hit.
A 15 will hit.
Uh, 7 points piercing damage.
Bear with me one moment. You said 7 points?
7 points piercing damage, yes.
Okay. Is that it?
Let's go ahead and throw another one. 16 to hit.
16 will hit.
5 points piercing damage. Let's train it. One shuriken point. Nat 20.
Nice. Don't worry, guys.
4
Solo's
points
going
piercing.
to solo the whole fight.
5 points piercing damage. Train it again.
No, those onesies not.
2 shurikens. That's a 24 to hit.
24 will hit.
7 points piercing damage.
That was 7, you said?
Yeah. Let's go ahead and call it there for now.
And as Silhouette flings shurikens at the apparition and the thing recoils from the damage, those of you up on top of the train can feel it starting to slow down.
Edmont shouts back down, "Whatever you're doing, keep doing that."
And is Silhouette moving or staying put?
She's good there.
All right, who's next?
Periwinkle can step up and multi-attack. First attack hits an AC of 11.
11
Second
will not
attack hits an AC of 23.
hit. 23 will hit.
Uh, 7 slashing damage.
Okay.
And she'll step to the side to make room for Orson.
Excellent. Who's next?
Pink enemy token.
Pink token. I need everybody up here on top of the train, including this protector turret, to make a strength saving throw.
Well, I'm going to use my intelligence for this one.
Your DC is 15.
Edmont passes.
Alright, passes.
Victor
Evie
passes.
rolled a 1.
Yeah,
You know what?
damage.
I think I'm going to have to use my reroll for this.
Ekon fails.
I'm using my words of encouragement as my reaction to try this again. And this time I got over a 15.
Okay, so who failed? Just Ekon?
Ekon.
Everybody takes only 5 points of bludgeoning damage. Ekon, in addition, as the train, it feels like it bucks and quakes underneath you, and you are thrown forward from it into that square.
Okay.
I will let you use your reaction to make an acrobatics check to hit the ground running rather than being knocked prone there.
That's an acrobatics of 14.
14. Somehow you manage to land on your feet, fleeing from the train coming up behind you. Everybody else managed to keep their footing up on top. So Renee and the turret both survived up there? Both passed that check?
Yep.
Excellent.
Oh, I didn't. I forgot to make one for Renee.
Oh, yeah.
My bad.
Get that done.
She failed.
How
So-
many friggin' ones are we gonna roll today?
5 points of damage, and she can
That
use
was-
her reaction to make an acrobatics check to keep her feet.
Let's do that. I'm not sure what her acrobatics is.
Just be
Let's see.
dexterity. I don't think she's trained in it.
Yeah, so she got a 15.
Okay. So Ekon and Renee have been thrown from the train, and in motion, there's really no feasible way to get back up on top of it from there.
Yep.
The good news is whatever they're doing inside the train does seem to be slowing it down somewhat. Who's next?
Let's see. That was Pink. So now we've got Evie with the dog on deck.
Do I have any concept of how fast the train is currently going?
I'll use an action to make a perception check to get the exact number.
You know what? I actually...
Just run as far as you can.
Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna. There are people here that are adjacent. So if I jump down from here, do I just land in this spot?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. All
I'll
right.
say
so,
jumping from there to there. I'm gonna say uses up 10 feet of movement.
Okay. So first, I'm gonna cast bonus action to put Hunter's Mark on the train.
Yep.
I'm down here, and I am gonna take a swing at this train.
Is this the dumbest encounter I've ever designed?
Probably.
I got a 10.
A 10 to hit the train?
Yeah,
A 10 does not hit.
it's a big train. I feel like a 10 would hit.
It is a big train.
It's not
It's
hitting
also
it.
made of metal.
Yeah, it's hitting it enough to do damage.
Okay.
It technically has literal plate armor.
Okay. 10, 15, 20. This is as far as I can move.
Okay.
I'm putting a lot of faith in you guys.
That was
Oh,
Evie.
you're in
Who's
trouble.
next?
Got dog followed by white token.
Okay. Rescatouillance inside the coal room.
Rescatouillance is going to do his magic on the whatever this thing is.
Attack the apparition.
Yeah, so he's gonna do dog eat strangers because that is definitely a stranger.
It's pretty strange.
And then he's gonna try and do a claw and a bite.
Ranger, no bad touch.
So for the claw, I'm gonna give up on rolling.
There's no more rolling for you.
How do you roll 2 2s? Like,
You could put a
Literally
sniper
has-
eye on the dog.
Yeah.
so the claw misses.
Okay.
And the bite is a 21.
21 will hit.
I literally give up. It's gonna be 6 points.
6 points of bite damage.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not bad.
Have you seen my rolls?
And is Doggo moving or staying put?
Doggo will move closer.
How
Actually,
hilarious
no,
would it be if we
Doggo's
all die in
Oh.
this fight because we can't roll above a 2?
Dog's gonna stay put, actually.
All right, we've got a white token with force.
White token. Okay. I need... Genie and Orson and Silhouette to make a DC 15 charisma saving throw.
Pass. Pass for
Fail.
both.
Silhouette failed.
Yep.
How about Orson?
Pass.
Pass. Something causes Silhouette to drop to her knees and hold her head in her hands. And you've never even seen what her face looks like. Something is very clearly bothering her in that moment. And it only takes a moment for you to realize what's happening. The creature is reaching its hand out towards you. And Genie, for a moment, you see it's feeding images into your brain. Horrific, terrible things happening to you and your loved ones. And you can tell Orson standing next to you is reeling from the same thing. However, neither of you succumb to its effect. Silhouette, however... is going to take 16 points of psychic damage.
Ooh, that's a lot.
And the thing pulls its hand back and says, "Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, no escape for you."
I mean, that's what the 10
Got
hit
it.
points are for.
Orson with a green enemy token on deck.
Okay.
Orson goes forward and says, "No one's running or hiding or today." And then let's see.
That was kind of
Spirit-
an awkward badass line, but that's fine because he has a charisma of 5, so that's
14.
a 14 will hit.
All right. Let me see.
Thank God for his bonuses.
That's 8 points. Second hit. is a 12.
A 12 will hit.
Okay.
This thing's not quite as bad as the zombie.
That's 7 points. So it's 8 points and 7 points. And then the butt is a 15.
15 will also hit.
I think Orson's going to be MVP in this fight. Stacking on it's 7 more points of damage, just stacking on the small bits of damage. That's 8, 7, and 7.
Okay. And yeah, those of you outside, you can definitely tell that the train is continuing to slow. Is Orson moving or staying put?
He moves to this square right here and ends his turn.
Got green enemy token with Edmont on deck.
Genie.
Uh-huh.
A clump of coal, moving under some unseen power, floats into the door, into this space, and then goes to leave your threat range.
I will attack it with my dagger.
Do so.
It is a magic weapon. Let me see. Oh. Actually, I don't know. Hold on. I actually have to look and see what my attack, because I have an attack with the dagger. I said +6. Does a 15 hit?
It does. So you are holding your dagger in your hand already.
Yes.
Okay.
I've got one of my hands is the arcane firearm. The other one is just a dagger.
Okay.
So let's see. So that's 15 to hit. So that's good. 4 plus 3, so 7 points of magical piercing damage.
And you lash out with your dagger and you break this clump of coal hovering in midair as a second one comes by as well. And it's going to get here, and then it's going to leave Orson and Prescatuyance's threat range.
I mean, well, Orson gets it. Orson's going to get it when it enters his threat range.
So Orson can take his reaction here, technically.
Yeah.
Does Silhouette not get one?
She's on the ground holding her head in her hands from the psychic damage.
That's a 24.
24 will hit. So Orson uses his reaction and knocks the second one. A third one floats by you. And it's going to leave Prescatuyance's threat range as the last one here.
Get him, Puppo.
Yep. Puppo will attack it.
Okay.
Prescatuance rolled a 2.
Rolled a 2.
What's that? What is that?
I guess I used up all the rolls the rest of the campaign.
No, I mean, what's the number?
Oh, it's 5.
So the dog lashes up, but misses the third blob of coal, which enters and stokes the fire. And the train.
Periwinkle take a shot at it?
No, because it did not leave Periwinkle's threat range. She's standing very close to the furnace. And you all feel the train speed up slightly.
Okay.
Who's next?
Edmont.
Edmont, you're down here.
It's not attack rolls.
Edmont, grab the turret!
I was going to grab you, but okay. I'll scoop up the turret.
Well, that's an item interaction.
So 10 feet of movement
If
to
you're
get to
going
the
to
square
grab
closest.
Renee, my turn comes up before the train.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40. That's my normal movement.
That's accounting for the 10 feet to get from the top of the train to the bottom?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. 40.
Renee is about to get ran the frick over.
Yeah.
I would say grab. I mean, sorry, I meant isn't the turret like an item that you can carry?
Yeah. It's just an item.
You could grab Renee because I'm gonna move before the train goes.
Okay then. So there's 10 to get down here.
Mm-hmm.
15.
They'll let you move her.
25, 35, dash for 45, 55, 65, 75, and 80 for myself.
And I mean, at this point, you're just dragging Renee forward, and she's calling out, like, what are you doing? I can't suplex it from way up here. So you've leapt, and then you use your action to drag Renee forward as far as you can.
Yeah.
Okay?
Renee's not prone.
Okay.
And who's next?
Ekon with purple token on deck. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And Victor, I'm sure you'll be fine. I'm going to put Fireball here.
Okay. So the idea
Probably won't get Victor, but, you know.
by which you mean like blow it up above the ground in space to try to force
Yeah,
it?
just right in front of the train, so it hits the train.
All
and I'm
right.
thinking Victor's probably out of it, but I'm not going to... Can't really eyeball it perfectly while I'm running. He's
I'll-
an evasion.
I'll give Victor advantage on his dex save. How's that sound?
Okay. So you got a DC 15 dexterity saving throw.
Well, the train automatically fails a dex save because it's a train.
Does it use protective turret rules?
Oh, I don't know.
Victor passes the dex save and has evasion.
All right.
He's
Okay.
So
good.
evasion. So
He's
we're going to be
that
looking
would
at
be Wolfie
27 fire damage.
Okay. It is officially okay to try to blow up the rogue with fireballs. Right?
I don't have evasion yet. I just want to put that out there.
So that was Ekon, and you're staying put there? Well, not staying put.
No, I've got a bonus action.
Yep.
Evie, do you consent to being pulled 5 feet?
Yes, that's fine.
That's the end of my turn.
Okay.
Victor yells out to aim a little lower.
Who's next?
Purple enemy token followed by disc on 0.
Okay.
Purple enemy token.
Oh,
you
I can't
say?
actually use purple for this. Here's what I can do. We'll change it to like a more magenta. Well, we also have a
You going to
pink.
lilac again?
Yeah, you know what?
Go with
Lilac is
cyan.
fine. Lilac is great.
Very lovely shade.
As out from the heat of the furnace, 2
Mephits?
magma mephits are belched forth.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Lilac is just our official.
Did one of those
color.
move through Periwinkle's threat range?
No, because Periwinkle, this is her threat range.
But what about this one?
Came out of the stove.
Yeah.
Out of the
Oh,
furnace.
okay, I didn't. I thought the stove entrance was just this square, but it's all okay. I got you.
It was belched forth, but they do not attack just yet.
And then white disc.
White disc. Bear with me one moment. You feel the train lurch forward slightly and begin to speed up again. And that takes us through one complete combat round.
Got Genie with Victor on deck.
I only have the awkward attack spells, so what I need? What kind of method is this?
It looks like it's made out of the fire of the
Okay.
furnace.
Genie is going to reach down and get the decanter of endless water,
Okay.
and she's going to aim it forward and say the phrase geyser, which causes 30 gallons of water to gush forward in a geyser, 30 feet long and 1 foot wide.
So what does that do to the people standing in the way?
As a bonus action, this is a bonus action, by the way.
Sure.
I need a DC 13 strength saving throw.
From both of them?
Mephits are really good at these.
It just says a creature, but
That's a 9.
okay. Well, he takes 4 bludgeoning damage from water, and he's prone.
Okay.
And the jet of water shoots forward.
It surely does. And you feel the train slow down somewhat.
Woo.
That's my bonus action. And for my action, I am going to. Are these creatures? Are Mephits small enough so I can enter their square?
No, they'd have to be tiny for that, and they're small.
Okay, I didn't know if they were small or tiny. That's why I was checking. I am going to cast Shatter again. This time, I am going to. So it's 10. I'm going to center it on this square. So it's a 10 foot. It's 10 foot. I might get periwinkle.
If it's 10 feet and that's the square, yes.
Do it in a corner.
Can I? If I do this square,
What are you trying to do? Who are you trying to get?
I'm gonna hit these two creatures.
Yeah, it's probably fine. There's a space in there you can do that from.
Yeah. So yeah, level
It's a
2
10 foot.
shatter.
It's a 10-foot cube. Yes.
It is no, it's a 10-foot radius. So it's a 20-foot circle.
Oh, okay, I get you.
But yeah. Let me see. All right, let me see. That's 3d8, 48. All right, I need a DC 15 dexterity, Constitution saving throw.
I have an 18, and the Mephit has a 15.
Okay, so they both take 8 points of thunder damage, and it damages any objects that are unattended.
The thunder damage does not seem to have any effect on the non-corporeal apparition in front of you. The Mephit, however, takes the full damage from it.
Yep.
And that was how much damage? 8?
16 that you can cut in half if he passes.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, this Mephit explodes. So, just presque tout Yonsei must make a DC 11 dexterity saving throw.
Let me see what his plus is. No, he makes it 10.
10, so that's going to be 5 points of fire damage from the exploding magma Mephit in the center of the room. Then you're going to move down into this space? Yep. Okay.
Yes.
That's Jeannie's turn. Who's next?
We got Victor with train movement on deck.
So how fast is this train? Is it moving slower than it was initially, or?
I will let you make use your action to make a perception check to get the exact number.
No, he doesn't like this. Okay. So Victor thinks about what he saw downstairs. Is it too loud for him to yell to Jeannie to hear her?
Yes, from that position,
Okay.
I mean, you've got the full roar of the train and the wind.
Well, Victor's not a smart man. He thinks he's going about the same speed, so he's going to run back down with his 30 feet of movement. He's then going to witness that there's more stuff down here than there was.
You're abandoning your assigned team.
Yes.
Okay.
That sounds like what Victor would do.
He gives
There's
him a
also
thumbs up. He
stuff
says,
he can
"Let's
in
go,
front of the train
guys."
if he needs to.
What was that?
Nothing.
So he's going to run down. He's going to see there's shenanigans going on down here that he doesn't like. And so then he is going to bonus action fire dagger and then throw it at the ghost.
Okay.
Oh no!
I'm not sure fire is the way to go here.
Dagger?
The ghost?
On the train that is.
Well, when you switch your damage type like that, as long as the ghost is not resistant or immune to it, it becomes vulnerable to it.
Yep.
This will be a good way to find out if the thing's resistant to fire.
Be a 16.
A 16 will hit.
The train speeds up.
That would be 18 points of fire damage. I guess we'll see what happens.
No, the train continues to slow as you fling your fiery dagger at it.
Wouldn't it have been doubled? If it
Well,
wasn't
yeah.
two?
I didn't double because I didn't know if Brick was going to say it was resistant or not. So it's 36 if it's doubled.
Okay. And are you moving or staying put?
Well, he's used his 30 feet to get down here. He's used his action. He's used his bonus action. So
Who's next?
Oh, we've got train movement.
Everybody out here loses 10 feet as the train advances towards you. It's moving very slowly now.
Okay.
Got Renee with Silhouette on deck.
Okay. Time. Renee says, hey, think I can suplex this?
And it's going to attempt to suplex the train.
Oh, yeah. I'm probably going to roll a 1. No, I got a 24.
24, okay.
And she suplexes the train for
Yay!
18 points of bludgeoning damage. I think it's bludgeoning.
Everybody in the train just
Yeah,
goes, "What the hell?"
bludgeoning.
As we're flipped upside down momentarily.
46 points of bludgeoning damage to Renee as she attempts to get her arms into the grate in front of the train and realizes that suplexing a train is completely impossible.
Oh,
And the train barrels into her.
Okay, she's dead then.
That's it? The train just rolls over her?
Yes. Did she do damage to the train?
No.
He had 12 hit points.
She didn't because she took some damage falling.
Well, she had -5, so she still had.
Her total hit points right now is 41. That's less than she
She's
took.
down.
So 5, 12.
It was a trap.
21.
I feel like she died doing what she loved.
So yeah, outside the
No,
train,
she has 1 hit point left.
She does?
Yes, she has exactly 1 hit point left.
Excellent.
you did the math?
Yeah.
So
Because
Renee
she-
walked forward toward the train, very confident that she can suplex this thing. Unfortunately for her, it's an entire train. And when she attempts to contact it and dig her heels in and pull it off the track, it doesn't move anywhere. And in fact, it slams into her.
Okay, she uses her last 20 movements to move back here then. She's like, okay, that did not work.
She limps back into place. So, I finally found something I
Sorry.
can't suplex.
We've got Silhouette with Periwinkle on deck.
Okay. Wow.
Listen, I realize this has been a very satisfying adventure for all of us, but it is still Ravenloft.
Yeah, that's the you can't suplex a train in Ravenloft.
How dare you introduce realism into this?
Silhouette.
All right. So silhouette slides here. If I were to place a cone here, would I be hitting Genie as well?
Yes,
And
a cone hits this
Periwinkle?
square, and then hits these 3 squares in front of it, and then the 5 squares in front of that.
Okay then. I think I know what I'm getting at, Burkrode.
Yeah, you want to attack Periwinkle and Genie.
Exactly. Sorry guys, but you're in the way for this.
This is something Silhouette would
Yeah,
probably do.
I'm trying to freaking. My computer is still hating me, and I can't tab into the freaking stat block. I'm sorry.
I also hate your computer. It spends too much time playing Vampire Survivors.
Listen. Those
Wait, Joe,
bouncing numbers
Vampire
aren't going to
Survivor
bounce
open in the other
themselves.
window?
Are you playing Vampire Survivors right now?
Listen, those bouncing numbers aren't going to bounce themselves.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah, okay, yeah. She's gonna spend 2 shuriken points, and so that's gonna be this Mephit, Ghost, Periwinkle, and Genie need to make a DC 14 Dexterity saving throw.
I pass.
The Mephit and the Ghost both fail.
Genie passes.
Periwinkle.
Oh, yep. So it was 18? Fail.
DC is 14,
14. Fail.
and she's gonna take all of this 3d6 damage. God.
That's probably it
God,
for my
okay,
poor
yeah,
Mephit.
no. Need to get rid of Vampire Survivors because this is not. I'm sorry.
Do you actually have it open?
I did. I paused the game and it was just like,
McDohl.
nope.
It's a boss fight.
He's not playing Vampire Survivors. It's from the break, right?
Yeah. Yeah, 3d6. That was 2.
Okay.
Wow, even closing vampire survivors. 12 points of cold damage, half as much on a saving throw on a successful save.
Okay, so that's applied to the Mephit and the Ghost and Genie and Periwinkle and the engine.
And the engine.
So does Periwinkle and Genie take damage from that?
Yes.
I also need a DC 11 dexterity save from Periwinkle, Orson, Genie, Presbyterianse, and Silhouette. From the Mephit's
Pass.
Death Birth. 4
How
damage,
much?
fire
Silhouette
damage
fails.
if you fail this save.